It's always an advantage when AJ's sitting down because he's about AJ's 5'10" when he's sitting down.
How tall are you?
Well, only a tiny bit taller than you when you're sitting down, about 5'11", but you always feel like you're a tower.
Oh, we live on Talk
We are live,
now,
we are
yeah?
live.
Right,
we
what's
are
happening,
live.
Talk Sport listeners? I hope you're well, having a good day, having a good drive, wherever you are in the world.
I just had a little chat to Derek James, and he said it's been absolutely eye-opening being with you. Your talent, your ability, how you soak up things, your interest in the sport, your ability to drive yourself so hard. Do you feel the same way about him the other way?
Well, it's quite interesting. I'm surprised because Garcia said the complete opposite about me. That's quite interesting.
The complete opposite.
Yeah, like I'm hard to work with. I dictate my training. This, that. So that's quite interesting. That
Have you worked hard under Derek?
I work hard under every coach.
You called it torture.
I work hard under every coach I work with.
And Eddie Hearn said about your training camp that you really stripped it back, that sometimes the red carpet was rolled out and you're treated like this celebrity. How has that changed into your new camp, stripping it back?
Like a celebrity?
Yeah.
In a fucking stinky boxing gym. This is celebrity shit. Like, imagine going into the gym like this, a red carpet. I wish. Boxing, yes, champ. Oh, yeah, are you hearing this? Boxing, like some celebrity. Boxing. Where does this stigma come from?
Yes, you do.
Oh, fuck off, man. Hey, get out of the camera.
Yes,
How?
you do.
How?
Yes, you do.
How?
They wipe your face, they tie your shoes for you. Yes, you do. Stop lying. Tell the people the truth, bro.
Is Del Boy a bit of a
They wrap
celebrity?
your hands for you.
Del Boy's a celebrity.
Ah, shut
Del
your
Boy is a
mouth.
celebrity.
Hey, whatever he's telling you, he's lying.
Del Boy's a
They drive him
celebrity.
to the gym, they let carry his bags for him,
They tie his laces.
they tie his
I
laces for him.
ride a bike to the
The
gym.
only thing they don't do for him is give him a shower.
No cowboy boots, no cowboy hat shit. I haven't got to take in the culture. But I want to get out to Texas soon again, so I can I'll be training like once a day without so much pressure on me, and then I can train but still enjoy the culture. Maybe buy some cowboy boots.
Maybe go to the Cowboys games as well.
Maybe, yeah. I missed out. Some of the boys went to the basketball game, but I missed it. Yeah.
And then in terms of seeing you in the ring on Sunday, is it the old ferocious AJ we're going to see back? Like, what's the feeling for it?
I think if Franklin possesses certain weaknesses, I'll be able to exploit them. So it's been difficult over the last few fights to exploit people's weaknesses because they're very difficult to catch and pin down. But hopefully I'll be able to exploit Franklin's weaknesses and show some of my old self, obviously.
Yeah, have you dreamt of a knockout for this?
Yeah, definitely.
That old destroyer, the killer.
But there's a process.
Yeah.
There's a process. I don't think anyone's ever. Well, there's a few people, but at a certain level, it's hard to go into the ring and knock someone out within 10 seconds. So there's a process to kind of getting that knockout, which
Because weirdly,
Yeah.
the non-boxing aficionados, and you do cross over enormously into the mainstream, not the prism of just boxing. People think he's just there for someone to knock out, but he's no mug, is he?
I think that's crazy. But I understand. There's high expectations, right?
Yeah.
People put their own expectations on other people, and people put me in high regard. So that's where the pressure comes from, is me having to deliver, which I understand, and I'll do my best for sure.
Last 12 fights have been world title fights. This isn't.
Yeah.
And it's not in a stadium. I think 10 of those have been in stadiums.
Yeah.
Or 9 of them. Does that change anything, or does it not for you?
Yeah, definitely. This is kind of an indication of where you're at. This is like a fight because it's let's strip it back to when we was getting towards the title. You're moving in that direction again. So this is fights where it's all right, I'm in contention. I'm a contender to get to the championship. So I've got to fight I'm leading towards that. The champions have got to look at me and say, yeah, he's a serious contender coming up. So that's how that feels now. And in terms of performance, just go out there and do my best and do it better than anyone else.
What about the F word? Fury.
He's been a great champion. He's been entertaining for the public. I think he's given us a lot of entertaining commentary, a lot of entertaining fights with Deontay Wilder. So he's done well for himself.
But if it does get over the line, you win on Saturday night, you look spectacular.
Oh, what?
You probably won't call him out, but what if that got over the line for the summer as well? The biggest fight we could have in this generation.
Well, I would say remember, we've tried to make that fight
Three
twice,
times.
three times.
Three. You had a two fight
Arbitration.
deal. Yeah. That was a 2-fight
That was
deal.
already
went
that
on
was
for you.
signed and sealed. I was actually in training for that, and then it fell through. And then we had this recent one where I just lost, and he gave me a deadline.
Were you serious about wanting that fight then?
Yeah, I took it.
Eddie didn't want you to go in there apparently.
Why wouldn't he want me to go in there?
I don't know.
Well, I kind of told Eddie. I was like, yeah, let's look at the situation. But it was like, oh, you've got this amount of time to get it done. It's difficult. It's hard when you're putting and someone's trying to dictate you and put you under that amount of pressure. But it is what it is. I understand his frustration. He wanted to get out, but it was just like it wasn't time permitted. And I think now, I feel like there's no better time. I feel like now Fury, providing the Usyk fight doesn't happen and he doesn't fight anyone in between, I think he needs me at the minute.
Yes. That's what you're saying. Yes.
With me and who?
Fury. Who was to blame?
Which one?
The one with the deadlines.
Maybe me. I didn't meet his deadline.
Who was to blame in the breakdown in Fury Usyk over the past couple of weeks?
I don't know. I wasn't involved in those negotiations.
Exactly.
Joshua.
Remy, what do you? You've got an important fight on Saturday. This is your combat fight. This is the new dawn. What does it mean to you personally? Forget the fans. What does it mean to you personally? Get back on that stage and show us who you are.
It'll be really good. It'll be really good. Like, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, fighters. So, hearing that final bell or hearing the ref count it out, honestly, it's such like a high feeling that no amount of I don't think money or sex or anything can kind of give you that kind of feeling. It's true, it's a mad feeling. But then the thing is, I remember once when I beat Pulev, and I was just in a cab back home on my own, and I was like, life just goes on. I built myself up for this big event. I got to win. I'm defending the title, and it was just it was just done. I was just driving home on my own, and it was just.
What's the plan then for after this fight?
There's only two things that can happen. One person will win, one person will lose. So let me put myself in the winning seat. I'm going to try and maintain a standard. So, because we build ourselves so high up to get into fighting condition, so many rounds of sparring and training and running, that I don't want to dip too much. So I'm going to hopefully maintain a standard. So next time I'm in camp, I'm going to higher heights and a tougher fight will be presented.
Are you able to predict a round at this point?
Nah,
Come on, you're very accurate.
No, I am.
You've only been wrong once to me.
I am.
Once.
I'm
Me
not
and
gonna
Chiggy
say.
Dave, you were wrong once.
You didn't give us there what happens if it's unfortunately the other way there. What do you make of this narrative where everybody's talking about he's got to retire, he must retire?
I will. I will. I'll retire. If I lose, I'll retire. Because it's just I don't want to. I'm not here to battle people. If people want me to retire, I'm not retire. I said it to you last time, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight.
There'll always be fights for you, though.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not even the money. It's just the competitor in you. I think that's what's important. If you've got that competitive spirit, what happens if you lose a game of Monopoly? You're gonna give up.
Do you feel like you've got a point to prove after this fight? You feel like you've got a point to prove? It's been 12 years long. Do you think this is a new beginning, a new chapter in your career?
Yeah. Each fight is a new chapter, I'll say.
You're only ever two fights away from fighting for the world title, let's be honest.
Yeah, correct. That's what I mean. But every fight, every chapter is so important. Every chapter is so important.
Is it weird being one of the most scrutinised athletes on the planet? Everything you do is
not on
so
the planet.
scrutinised.
Not on the planet. Just around Watford and London.
But is it weird being too scrutinised?
But do you know what it is? It comes with the business, it comes with the territory, and I know that when I am retired, I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be like, fuck everyone, I'm done.
In the UK,
Because it's you lot put so much pressure on me. When I'm done, it's gonna be the chains are gone, so I'm just gonna be laughing I made it out.
What's been the biggest pressure of this camp?
The biggest pressure,
This camp.
the consistency. It's very challenging. It's very demanding. But it's all good. I feel blessed because I went out searching for this. I wanted someone who could push me, and I got it. So when I'm being pushed, it's actually made me say to myself, "Listen, this is what I've wanted. Don't shy away. Stay consistent. Stay consistent."
What's been the difference between this camp and your last camp with Garcia?
It feels like in a way, it's weird. It feels like we've had more time. In a way, I don't know how to explain it. but I feel comfortable. I don't know how to explain it. You know, like when you're having fun, I don't know, like you're just taking in the environment. I don't know, it's just in my stride. Yeah, maybe.
What's he added to your arsenal?
Output. He's an ex-fighter. He retired about 13 years ago. So someone that's just retired probably has memories of what it's like to be in the ring. So he pushes me to be fight fit, which is really good, really, really good. And also like positioning. Like there's ring generalship, which is underrated. Like for someone from the outside, it's like just hit him, but that person is like they position themselves to kind of ride shots and so like he teaches me about ring generalship, and one of his main things as well is defense.
Secretly, how confident are you that you're going to get your belts back?
Confident.
What have you enjoyed most about this camp?
The sparring. Doing a lot of sparring because I appreciate my sparring partners. They put in a lot of work. They work with me and really push me. But like, I feel like sparring is probably like the toughest part of training. It's the closest thing to a fight. And you got to spar with maybe like 3 people at a time, which is sometimes challenging. But looking back, even though it's hard, I got through and I'm here now prepared for a fight due to that tough stuff.
Derek said finally that you did 15 minutes with him boxing non-stop at some points in this camp as well. And he was so pleased with that, without a break.
Yeah, because it may seem like if 15 minutes could be like jab, move around. He's like, he has a lot high output. So it's good. It's really conditioned me.
Enjoy that. It tested you?
Yeah, it tested me. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. It was tough.
Yeah.
But in a sense, that's what I wanted, so I did enjoy it. Yeah, I did. It's weird. I've wanted this, and I'm getting it. It's tough, but it's like I wanted it. It's like a weird complex. It's weird.
You can show it to us on Saturday night. Brother.
Exactly.
And on that, thank you everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We've got to go.